It's dictating how I have to eat it.
We are not outwardly enthusiastic people.
Absolutely astonished by jelly.
Don't want to hear you fucking whooping and hollering.
Go on, man.
Get out of here.
Wise fools.
Hello there everyone and welcome to the Wise Fools Talks episode 12. I'm Nath and I'm always joined here with Griffiths. How's it going, dude?
Yo, pretty fucking well. How about yourself, dude?
I doing alright. Nice to be back after a long time.
Yeah, it's been like a fucking month or something.
Right. Anyways, dude, shall we just get straight in?
Aye.
Right, for the first subject we've got, doing posh things and ruining it for posh people. I believe that's one of yours that you wanted to talk about, dude.
You know how like playing golf is quite a posh thing? Like,
yeah.
You don't really see like pure tramps playing golf. Like we should go there as, you know, pure commoners and just like have like a pure really loud good time, like the way we would have a good time, and I reckon that would piss like loads of the posh golfers off and that.
Nah, definitely, dude. Like, I'd love to just go and like just start ragging the golf cart about and like down beers and like smoke marbles.
Rallying it through the sand traps and that.
Right, dude. Another thing would be like going to like a full-on like 5-star Michelin rated restaurant and like and then just treat it like it's the cafe in the new town and that.
Like having a smoke and that and putting it out in people's fried eggs and that.
I was just about to say, like, and going like hunting is like quite a posh thing to do in this country. Whereas in America it's like the opposite, like only like put a rednecks do it.
It's kind of the same with Australia and that as well. Like, it's not really the rich ones that do it. It's more like the upper lower classes or the lower middle class.
I think it's because it's easier to own a firearm in America, and also there's less hunting restrictions in America.
Yeah, we fucking killed all of our animals off like years and years ago. You know what I mean? What we're gonna hunt here? Fucking pigeons.
Like, we've still got quite a lot of deer, you know.
Yeah, there's a few about, like, particularly up in Scotland. I know it's getting a problem for them. That's why they're wanting to reintroduce the wolves and that, weren't they?
Aye.
I think in England I've only ever seen deer twice, and that's in like 27 years, you know, well, coming up for 28 years I've been alive now.
It's weird, like, because my dad worked on, like, this hunting lodge getting built in Scotland, and it was owned by some, like, Russian billionaire. Like, it was, like, he was just absolutely throwing money at this hunting lodge. Like, it had, like, bottles of whiskey that was worth like thousands of pounds in there and stuff like that.
Right.
It felt like you had to be like rich to stay at a place like that, but I think they sort of issued you the right to hunt as well as part of the package, where it was we couldn't just go out and kill a deer. Like, and also obviously like gun laws is like ridiculous over here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I've actually thought about trying to get me shotgun license.
The hard part about it is that like you need like a good reason to have one, and the main one for that being is you're a farmer that needs to get rid of pests that are eating your crops and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, you could try joining up for a gun range.
Yeah.
And you get like that would be another reason to have a thing. Like, you can go to the gun range, sign up, become a member with them, use their guns for a while, and then after a while you can apply for your license and be like, look, I've been a member of this gun club, they'll be able to vouch for us. I want to own my own firearms, so I'm not having to use the rented gear, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do it for. Up next, on the second one, we've got a tea you used to get made that you hated. Like, as a kid, like, you come in from school and you'd be like made it like something for tea. What did you ever have that you were like, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't believe I'm having this?
Like, as in like a bad thing, like things I was pure sick of. Stir fry was the one for a while. Like, that became really popular. It sort of became a weekly thing of yours. I was like, fucking cut, because that's, as I said before about the boar, I don't like vegetables and stuff, and stir fry's just loads of fucking vegetables and like little chunks of meat throughout. Like,
I don't mind vegetables, but I hate peppers. I just don't see the point in them. I'd hate them.
Yeah.
And stir fry's like 85% peppers.
There's a weird thing that I've never had outside of stir fry, and it's like a sort of, it's cut into like rectangles, almost like a little miniature wooden plank, and it's like sort of almost white or see-through, kind of like an onion but like straight.
Is it not bamboo, dude?
I don't know, it might well be, but whatever it is, I don't fucking like it.
I actually like that, but I've only ever had it in like thin shreds of it.
It's got a bit of crunch to it.
The only thing I can like compare it to is an onion, but it's not. It probably is bamboo. I actually quite like it.
Yeah, nah, I fucking hate hated it, mate. Like, it looked like a fucking, have you ever seen like a reed from like an oboe or something?
I don't know what an oboe is.
Like a instrument, like a clarinet or something.
Nah, I don't know what I don't know what you mean. Like a reed from an oboe. That's like two things I don't know.
You've seen SpongeBob, right? Like, I'll try and explain this to you, like you're a pure idiot. Like, you've seen, you know the instrument that Squidward plays.
A clarinet. Yeah.
The mouthpiece of that, like, you take it off and it's got this bit, like this reed in that vibrates to like make the noise what it is.
Right, I get you.
And it looks like them in bamboo. Like, I felt like I was eating fucking clarinet reeds or something.
Right, dude. For me, it was shepherd's pie. I don't like it, cunt.
Aye, it's a bit of a boring one, but I never minded it. Is the difference between shepherd's pie and cottage pie? I mean, shepherd's pie is made with lamb. There's a cottage pie with cheese on the top, because I preferred the one with cheese on top of the mash.
I don't actually know the difference between them, but I never had shepherd's pie with lamb. I think I always had it with beef, like beef mince. Right. But the main difference I thought that like I'd seen is like cottage pie was like full of all the other shit, like reeds. Like reeds.
So what made a cottage pie? A cottage pie was the cheese on the top being like the thatched roof of a cottage, you know what I mean?
Aye, I never thought of it like that, but I thought cottage pie had like loads of other vegetables in it as well. So you know what is, I don't mind if they gave me a plate, right, and this is a very boring meal, by the way, and it had mashed potato on the plate and it had gravy and beef mince on, I'd eat that. I just don't like how it's like it's dictating how I have to eat it.
Like it's on top of each other, like a dinner trifle or something.
I don't like it. I used to hate it.
Trifles, as soon as I mentioned it there, I've not been a fan of trifle.
I mean, I'm not a fan of like jelly.
The jelly was never the problem for me. It's the cold custard, but I don't mind cold custard in them caramel custard donuts from Greg's.
Aye, or the custard slices. I prefer cold custard to hot custard, me.
Nah, I'm not a big custard fan in general anyway. Like, if you get the option, like, oh, do you want custard or ice cream? I'll go ice cream every fucking time.
Will you, dude? Like, I fucking love custard, mate. I could drink the cunt now.
Right.
I honestly love it.
It's alright. I much prefer ice cream. Or even sometimes, if it's with like a chocolate cake or something, I like a bit of pouring cream or whipped cream instead. I never liked fish fingers, and that was popular when I was a kid.
Do you know what it is, right? I remember, like, and I think I've said this before on the podcast, I remember turning around to Courtney and saying, get fish fingers, like, I proper fancy them. But I've got to be in the mood for fish, and then she bought them, and I was only in the mood when I asked for them, and then I just wasn't in the mood for them. Now I had them, like, and I think like me daughter ended up having them. Like, I didn't have them at all.
Yeah.
Shrubs are saying I used to hate pork chops, just plain chops with veg.
Pork's probably one of my least favourite meats. Like,
same.
Just plain pork chops. Pork products are great. Like, pig's one of the best animals to eat, but just not in straight pork chop form. I
100% agree. Like sausage and bacon, unbelievable. But like a pork chop, it is just disgusting. Like beef, 100%. So much better. Lamb, so much better. Like to have as a chop is something as a chop. Like pork is bottom tier. Like,
yeah, I don't like gammon either. It's far too salty for me.
Like gammon, like every time I've had it, I was like, this should be thin and just bacon. Like I much prefer bacon. Like gammon,
it's just like fat bacon steak in it.
And then they go and put the fucking honey on it and shit. What the fuck's all that about, dude?
Yeah, I don't fucking get it.
I'm just looking at the chat. The spooky meatballs, like absolutely like astonished by jelly. It seems like apparently it's just not a thing over there.
Right.
Jelly.
Looks like slime but harder. I guess it sort of is.
Aye, it is. I mean, it's weird because Americans call jelly what we would call jam.
Aye.
Or
and
is
then
it
what
different?
We call jelly, they call jello.
Aye, that's what I always thought. Like the sort of the agreement we had.
There might be different nuances to it though, because unbeknownst to me as a child when I learnt all this stuff, half of the states don't even call stuff the same as each other.
Aye.
Like a lot of the places do it. I was always taught as a kid like a tap is called a faucet in America, and I've only ever heard like 3 Americans ever call it that, like in my entire life.
Aye, right. But yeah, topic 3 that we'll have here, Americans seem to go fucking wild in the movies compared to us. And one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this is it was like someone was recording like inside a cinema, and it was like, I think it was like a Marvel film, and they're going absolutely mad at it, and I was like, I don't think that would happen over here.
Yeah, definitely not. We are not outwardly enthusiastic people.
Aye.
I feel like I'm the pinnacle of that, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how excited I am, straight-faced all the time, you know what I mean?
Aye, right.
I'm like, buzzing on the inside, but on the outside, I'm just, trying to compose myself as a normal functioning member of society.
Aye, right. You're like a samurai. You're only ever so enthusiastic when you're shouting.
Aye, right. Fucking samurai.
You get told to shut the fuck up if you went on like that over here.
Aye, proper. We've sort of got more respect than that, you know what I mean? We're all here to enjoy the movie. I don't want to hear you fucking whooping and hollering. Just enjoy the fucking movie, you know what I mean? If you want to go on and act like that, get it on fucking DVD and do it at home.
Aye, right, exactly. Like, you wouldn't do that, though. And, like, you wouldn't do that. And that's the only time it's ever reasonable for you to do it. And you wouldn't do it, and I guarantee they don't do it.
100%, aye, they're not doing that in the house.
Shubs are saying it's like people who applaud the pilot when they land. Aye, dude, I don't understand that at all.
Like, this pilot's done that, like, hundreds of times, you know what I mean?
Imagine doing that to a fucking postman.
Like, he's got the letter through the door.
He posts a letter through, and then all of a sudden, like, the flap opens up and you just stick your lips out. Go on, man! Go on, man!
Right. I'm hoping you can't hear that fucking siren.
We can't. Who be committing crimes on a Sunday, fool?
Dude. Should be at home watching the fucking Wise Fools instead.
Oh, this is a good one. In the chat, they're saying, yeah, it looks 2 to the orange team. Orange juice or apple juice. I'm going to buy a spanner on the works, yeah, and I'm going to go apple juice.
I'm going to agree with you and say apple juice as well.
Yes, 2-2.
Especially if we're talking about pure orange juice, because I don't mind orange squash, but I fucking hate pure orange juice.
Oh, dude, it's 3-2, dude. The apple team came on.
We're fucking winning it.
Right. Do you know what is? And it's weird. Like, I don't know if it's just because you're so brainwashed to do it, but like orange juice, like it is nice at breakfast time, but like any other time, right? It's stupid. Like, it's stupid having orange juice. Whereas apple juice, like, I can quite comfortably like go outside at 11 o'clock at night and like drink like the same carton as this of apple juice. That's fine. If I'm doing the same with a carton like this, but it's orange juice, like, them sirens are coming for me. Like, it's against the law, dude.
Aye, right. The thing is, I don't understand it being a breakfast drink, because a lot of people, for some reason, like, wake up and then brush their teeth and then have breakfast, which I disagree with. I think you should eat your breakfast and then brush your teeth to brush the fucking breakfast out of your teeth, you know what I mean? But if they're brushing the teeth, like, have you ever had pure orange juice after brushing your teeth? It's the fucking foulest thing in the world.
Well, that's one of the reasons I do it afterwards, because everything is coffee, everything. But then also, like, the likes of coffee and things like that, do you want to get that off your breath before you leave the house?
Exactly, aye. You know what I didn't mind after brushing my teeth, and it happened, like, usually after I brush my teeth, I try and avoid drinking anything for ages. But this one time I was, like, thirsty as fuck because I was, like, hungover, so I had, like, no choice. And ice cold Pepsi actually tasted pretty good after having brushed my teeth.
Right, dude, that's mad. I used to hate smoking. When I used to smoke, I used to hate smoking after brushing my teeth. It was like a menthol.
For a long time, I'd only had, like, orange juice after it, and sort of known the foulness and avoided any other drink. And then a few weeks ago, I'd sort of like, so normally I'll brush my teeth and then have a shower and then, like come out and have a joint. So like by the time I finish my shower, the teeth brushing effect on flavor of things is usually gone.
Yeah.
But this one time I forgot to brush them before I went in. So I ended up like coming out the shower, getting dried and everything. I'm like, oh shit, I haven't brushed my teeth and gone back. And then smoked a joint and ended up drinking some of my fucking tropical juice, and it genuinely tasted like rotten eggs, dude.
Oh.
It was fucking horrible.
I've got a confession to make about brushing teeth, actually. Like, when I brush my teeth on a night time, I do it while I'm in the shower.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So long as you're not using it to wash the rest of you as well.
Oh, no, dude, 100%.
That would be wrong.
I do not, 100%, dude. Like, it's purely oral hygiene purposes only. But here's the reason why I do it, right? I've got an order of operation when I go in the shower, right? First thing I do is get my hair wet, shampoo it, wash it it off, right? And then I put the conditioner on, and I leave the conditioner on as long as possible. So like it has, like the longer I leave it on, the softer your hair gets. So I'll lather my hair in conditioner, right? Then leave it, and I don't put my head under the shower, and then I'll do my body, and then I'll brush my teeth. One of the reasons I started doing it is because I wanted it to be on as long as possible. So I was like giving myself things to do while I'm waiting. I start brushing my teeth as well, and then by the time I brush my teeth, I'll wash it off. My hair's obviously these lovely blonde locks are ready to go, and then I'll hop out the shower, and then I'll do my mouthwash.
It's sort of similar to mine, except I brush my teeth before I go in, and then I don't use conditioner because it makes my hair like too soft. Like I don't like how soft it gets, and it sticks to my face and stuff. But I put the shampoo on first, and then I'll like wash my whole body and stuff while my hair and my beard's all still shampooed up and that.
Right.
And I'll like rinse it off at the end. Like in the summer and that, I'll shampoo all my hair and my beard, wash all my body and that, rinse that off, rinse my hair off, and then wash my body again because it's been pure hot kind of thing, and I'm fucking sweating like in the shower, like I'm still sweating kind of thing. So I'm gonna fucking like do a little secondary wash.
Like I'm one of them where I would prefer to have a shower in the morning because I'll only ever shower once a day. Like having 2 showers a day is just pointless. Like,
yeah, and unless it's like really hot, like I don't do it in the spring or the autumn or the winter, but in the summer I'll occasionally will. So I mean, sometimes I'll even get in the middle of the day just to fucking cool myself down a bit because it's roasting. Well,
one of the reasons I shower on a night time as well is because with us working in construction sites, I come back minging every day.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm not going to bed without a shower, so I'd rather have one on a night time and just have a wash in the morning and brush my teeth.
Aye, 100%. I need a Nivea sponsor after this. Aye,
right, dude. Nivea hit us up.
How do you choose like body washes and shampoos?
I don't.
Or do you just get what your last gets in?
Aye. Oh, but yeah, actually, this is the one thing that annoys me about it, right? Like, we always buy one conditioner and one shampoo, but the amount of, like, the shampoo use to the conditioner ratio, like, we should be getting at least 2 to every one that we get. So what'll happen is, we'll have, like, a build-up and backlog of shampoos of all different brands.
Aye.
Like, I think we're on 3 different shampoo brands at the minute to the one conditioner.
Yeah, fucking hell, dude.
And dude, it's a nightmare, dude.
Because I've never been one of these that falls for all these adverts about like, oh, get a lush, silky fucking shine on your hair and all this kind of stuff that they advertise on like women's shampoos and stuff. So when I go to the shop and I have to choose one, I literally just open the lid and smell it. Like, does this smell nice? Does this smell nice? And then just pick my favourite smelling one. You know what I mean? One I was liking for a while was I think it was by Garnier. It smelled like peaches and honey. I was like, that's fucking banging, that.
I think I know which one you're on about. I like that shit.
It sort of looks like if you like made like pearls into a liquid.
I know which one you mean now. Do you know what is, right? Do you know how I say is I leave it on as long as possible? Once, because I've got like, of when I used to have I tell you what, that's 2 bots we've had now. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah, get him out of here.
Get out of here. What murder?
One time I done as an experiment, like now them like black shower, like they're not shower caps that you put on your hair before going to bed.
All right.
Like I had one of them off when I had a perm, and was it what I done once was I left conditioner on my hair and put that on and went to sleep, right?
You were like by accident?
No, on purpose.
Oh.
Because I want to leave it on as long as possible, right? And I woke up the next day and it felt minging, felt disgusting. But then I went in the shower and it felt like it was like turned into hair gel. It was horrible. I went in the shower, washed it all off, and my hair's never been better, dude. Oh my god, I felt like on Adventure Time when Finn donates his hair to that witch and he's like, you got hair? And he's like, have I got hair? And he takes it off and his hair just goes,
it's like a big pure golden whip.
That's how I felt coming out the shower, dude. Honestly, it was fucking unbelievable.
Right.
But I've never done it since because I'm always on a skit in case it comes off in the middle of the night, and then like my pillow ends up getting a fucking better hair condition than me, right?
Yeah. Saying that though, then you'd get the effects every night. You know what I mean? If you just fill your pillow with conditioner, so when you rest on it, squeezes it out on your head, and as you roll about on it, it sort of cleans your head. Yeah,
right, dude. That would be a good invention. That like a salon pillow.
I Right.
Hey, dude, let's fucking invent that shit, you know what I mean?
Proper.
Yeah.
Independent, everyone that's watching.
I've said it out loud, so it's public now as well, so if you do it, you owe us fucking money. You know what I mean? Need to sleep with a good hair oil, dude. You know what it is? I was just talking to this about grippers, because I want me hair to look wet all the time, but without using gel, you know? What?
The way you said that was like you were talking to the subject about me.
What, really?
I was like I was just talking to this about Griffiths, you said.
Oh shit, my bad. I was meant to say I was just talking about this to Griffiths yesterday. I was just talking about Griffiths. I was just talking about this subject to Griffiths the other day. Like, I like my hair looking wet, but I want to achieve that without using gel. Is there an oil that does that? Because I feel like Jeff Hardy when I come out the shower, and I want to look like that all the time. You know what I mean? Now when it's like sort of just half wet.
Like it looks like you was in the shower 20 minutes ago kind of thing.
Aye. Like, that's what I want to look like all the fucking time.
Aye, I don't know. I've been recommended hair oil as well, because I was talking to someone about how I'm thinning quite badly, and they were saying that they were as well, and there was some hair oil and hair gummies as well that you eat in it, like helps sort of thicken your hair back up. In all honesty, I enjoyed being bald when I had that trial run, so like I really don't mind.
Aye, right.
I think I'll just go bald and not care about it, and
Aye,
still make
right.
fun of other people and call them baldies and that.
When you go bald, you should get a tattoo of your face, but on the back of your head, dude.
Right. Actually, I was watching someone stream for the first time the other day, and they were on about tattoos and stuff, and I was like, I've only got one tattoo, but it's a tattoo of someone else's face over my face because I didn't like my original face, and they sort of believed us, and I was like, are you stupid or what?
And for the next topic, we've got African countries that still believe in voodoo, right, dude? I didn't think that it was like still so popular today. Like, I thought it was like sort of like an ancient thing. Do you know when you're like uneducated about a subject, so you just sort of come up with your own conclusion about it before you actually know anything about it? Like, I thought it was stuff of years ago, but I was watching this thing the other day, right? It's like an African football team, so obviously playing each other, and this guy goes up and does this voodoo thing to the opponent's goal, and literally the whole team and all the substitutes start chasing after him to beat him up because they're like, you've just fucking cursed with.
Aye.
And it's mad because and then the other team comes back and beats them after they do that voodoo thing, but they're going mad, you know, like they're running after him, and he's like doing the Forrest Gump thing, right? And then they're like trying to like catch up to him and kick him like this and that, dude, and they're going absolutely mental, dude.
Fucking hell.
I didn't think it was like a thing now. I think it was a bit like, I don't know, like sort of like the Greeks don't believe in Zeus anymore sort of thing. I thought it was like that.
Yeah.
But
That makes sense, like, but yeah, it still seems to be a pretty prevalent thing. I mean, wasn't there a documentary a while ago about them, like, trying to, hunt down albinos and that to get their bones for the fucking magic properties that they believe they held and stuff?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that documentary, and it's fucking, I felt shocking for laughing, but it was like an albino sanctuary, right, dude? Like, to protect them from getting hunted and killed for the bones. It's not funny, but I found it funny, but, like, I felt bad for it, because, like, someone dropped something, and they're that paranoid, they were like, oh, I'm thinking they were under attack, dude. But it's shocking as fuck. Like, fuck, it's still fucking still proper believe in that shit. I wish I knew about it, because I'm not just saying it's not real. Like, do you think it's a real thing or not?
I mean, I don't. I would say in terms of that football team, it was more that that team believed it, and that's why it worked on them. You know what I mean? Because it got into their head, and they thought, well, we know we're gonna lose now, and then they did lose. So I think it had an effect. I just don't think there was any supernatural powers behind it. You know what I mean?
Aye, that makes sense. Like, it's like in the chat, yeah, the saying can't even look at a Ouija board and our mind out like that. Aye, like, it's weird because I'm really skeptical of things like that, but I haven't got the balls to try one of them, you know, dude.
Neither do I, but do you know what's funny about Ouija boards and that? They're actually owned by Hasbro. It was meant as a game for kids. Like, it was never intended to contact the dead.
Really?
It was like, it was sort of contacting your subconscious more than anything else, like to see what your own answers were, kind of thing. But
really?
honestly, like Hasbro still owns the rights to it.
I didn't know that. It seems like a bit of a fucked up game to be giving kids anyways, that shit.
But
like,
I know that it's been associated with
but I'm saying,
like
how, what I'm saying is, though, even on the original thing, you're 7-year-old, what the fuck do you want to contact your subconscious for?
You're thinking too deep into it. Like, it's supposed to be a laugh. Like, you sort of like, me and you and a couple of other people are having a go. We're all sort of like touching the sort of moving thing around the board and that. And you just ask it daft questions, like stupid things that you did at kids' sleepovers, like, oh, will I be rich when I grow up and stuff like that? Or fucking what's my job gonna be when I'm older and that? Like, it's not like you're pure trying to access your fucking third eye and all that kind of shit.
That's what I thought you were trying to say. I'm like, well, why the fuck do kids want to do that shit? Right, I get you now. I get you.
It's supposed to be a daft bit of fun, you know what I mean?
Aye, but then it turned into this fucking epidemic of like people contacting like fucking dark spirits and shit, dude.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I guess someone was playing it and there was just a ghost hanging about, thinking, "Oh, I could get in on this." Like,
aye, right. Like, imagine if they unlocked like being able to do that by accident.
Aye, right. Like that was like they just meant to make a game for kids and they accidentally proved that ghosts were real and there was a fucking afterlife and stuff like that.
Aye, right. Like, do you know what it is? Like, I'm skeptical of it, right? But I have heard a lot of people saying it. But as the Spooky Meatballs just said, your brain will make you see stuff you want to see. I do sort of like think that I'd be alright and I don't believe in it, but I'm not willing to take the chance.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's one of them things that's probably not going to go wrong, but if it does go wrong, it's not worth it.
Exactly, aye.
Is that where the phrase witch doctor comes from? Is that from voodoo?
God knows, probably. It wouldn't surprise if it was. I guess that's sort of it seems like it would be like a sort of a crude translation.
Yeah.
Like from whatever their word for it would be.
I feel like voodoo is too serious for me because I want to curse people in funny ways, while I think like voodoo will destroy someone's life. Whereas I just want to I just make it so every time they walk it becomes ice, so they slip all over for the rest of life and shit.
Aye, right. Or even just like every pair of shoes you buy, it'll always be squeaky.
I'm scared to look in the mirror after a shower in case I accidentally say Bloody Mary.
I'm also scared of mirrors in the dark. Like, I don't like it. I'll never have a mirror in my bedroom. I hate sleeping in the same room as a mirror. If there's one there that can't be removed, like say I'm at a hotel and it's part of the dresser or whatever, I've got to like cover it up with a shirt or something.
Aye. It's no, it isn't. It's just popped in my head now, right? You know, when I was a kid, right? I thought I was being followed by something that resembled an Ewok, you know, dude.
Aye.
And like, do you know how like things sort of have an outline? Like,
like a silhouette kind of thing.
Aye, but say for example an open door frame, dude. I used to think like the black of that, like I used to think I could see him peeping and looking at us, and for some reason I called it Malcolm, right, dude? And I was absolutely petrified. I was a proper Bane, obviously. I was 16. No, I was a proper Bane, like a full-on child. And I remember I was constantly paranoid, thinking this thing was following us. And like, do you know, in the corner of my eye, and I still get this today, I always think I can see things, and
like just a little sort of flash in your peripheral vision.
Aye, and I look and I'll be like, oh, it was just that. Like, especially when I don't have my glasses on because I have bad eyesight, and that what it might have been, I think, was before I got prescribed glasses. Like, I kept thinking I could see this thing and it was following us, and I was just paranoid about it all the time. I used to struggle to go to sleep thinking as soon as I think of this, it's going to pop out on us. Shub saying there's a Native American myth about that sort of creature. Fuck, dude, imagine if it was fucking real. I'm just,
but going over here though.
I didn't know, dude. But I used to have a lot of Native American dreams as a kid, you know, come to think of it.
What's me boss saying there? I did it all the time alone because my friends was too scared and nothing happened. But I do think it's fun people believe that stuff. Like a get power, I think always. If you're saying you went alone and said Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times when you were a kid in the dark, no, you fucking didn't. I'm gonna call you a bullshitter right there. Fucking everyone was scared to do that. It doesn't matter who you are.
Lies.
You didn't fucking do that.
A pile of clothes in the dark will convince me that I've got a convicted murderer. Watch watching me.
Proper.
Do you know what it is? I'm pissed off that I've remembered Malcolm now, right? Because
especially now you've said his name.
Now imagine if he's been there the whole time. I forgot about him. I don't know, dude. I don't like it.
It's freaky as fuck. I keep having this thing sometimes when I wake up because I've got my old 3D printer in the corner. And it's got like the round spool on the top that is, you know, roughly the size of a head.
Aye.
And then I'll have my chair like sitting in the middle of the floor. And if I have my chair on the right angle, when I'm looking, like when I'm laying in bed and I open my eyes, the sort of the shape of the back of the chair, and then that like being above it, it looks like there's a person standing right in the middle of my room. And it makes me shit myself every fucking time.
Aye, right, dude. I had exactly the same thing, you know, dude. But it was, do you know Darth Maul when the Phantom Menace come out? Like, I was proper into Star Wars, and I had this backpack, right, dude? And it was basically just Darth Maul's head. It was, like, probably about this big.
Yeah.
And I used to hang it up on my wall, and on the night time, he was just staring at us, and oh my god, it was the worst thing I could have. But do you know what it is? Why didn't I not just fucking put it in the fucking cupboard?
Because you forget about it in the day. You don't think about it being scary in the day, and you just like, oh, I'll hang it up. But then at night when it is scary, you're too fucking scared to get out of bed and put it in the cupboard. You know what I mean?
Aye, right. There was this one time, mate, when James was stopping over, I had a lava lamp. When we were kids, I think we were probably some 7-year-old, and I shit you not, right? You know how obviously it's like random. The lava lamp made a face, you know, dude. Like it probably's never, but the kids were like, what the fuck? And we're arguing over who had to go switch it off. I was like, no, you switch it off, and then eventually I think James scurried over and flicked it off, and
you would probably fast as well, wouldn't you, and diving right back into the fucking under the covers and that. I get shitloads of sleep paralysis, which is why I was like at least 4 times a month. I don't think I've ever had that. I think I had one time that I think was maybe comparable to what people have told us, but it wasn't as scary as people make it out to be. But I don't think I've ever really had it. I don't think I understand it.
Aye, right, same. Like apparently it's like sort of like watching yourself, while you can watch yourself sleep or something.
I've had out of body experiences. Like it's never really been in a freaky way. You know what I mean? Like it's been a bad time. Like the worst one was when I flew off do you remember the rope swing down the Dean?
Aye.
I flew off of that, and while I was in the air, I was actually sort of standing on the bank watching myself.
Aye?
Yeah, it was fucking strange.
Aye, right. I'd rather have an out-of-body experience than an inner-body experience. Like, imagine being stuck in your colon or something.
I suppose. I didn't know what you meant at first. I was like, well, the whole rest of your life is an inner-body experience. But like, no, like going inside your organs or something.
Oh, mate, dude, I'd hate that. Nah, mate, look, I'd end up in a fucking bladder or something, dude.
Aye, right. Fucking prostate.
Oh, dude, that would be the fucking worst, man. I wouldn't like being in a prostate, dude. Wait, right, in fact, before we move on to the next one, like, if you had to pick 3 organs you are stuck inside, what would it be?
I think the lungs would be my favourite one, and then maybe the stomach, and then the heart.
Mine would be brain, heart, and lungs.
The thing that when you say about the brain though, like, do you mean like in there walking around because there's not much cavernous space, or do you mean just like in there mentally?
I thought in there mentally, but that's not the game, so I've probably fucked up there, but there's no takesy backsies.
Right, because that's why I didn't say brain, is because there's not a lot of space to be physically trapped in there.
The mind, pineal gland, and heart. That's interesting. I didn't think of the pineal gland, because that's technically separate to your fucking brain, isn't it?
Pineal, by the way, not penile. Totally different things.
No, it's because Mr. Traumatic sees it like that.
He's a daft cunt.
He's fucking fan.
I don't think he's Oxbridge educated. No.
Well, neither the fuck are we, dude.
But it's funny that you sort of referenced him as like, you know, this guy obviously must be right. He's the peak of intelligence.
Well, it's because he's like, he talks a lot about that fucking like hallucinations and like third eye shit, doesn't he? Like, he's certainly more educated in it than me, so I just took his word as bond, you know what I mean?
Aye. Nah.
Imagine Mr. Traumatic come in the chat after that.
Aye, right. Been there lurking since the start. Big fan since episode 1, but 2 starstruck to actually chat, and then as soon as I start griefing, he's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, you just come out and subscribe and that. He's like, yeah.
The big crease. I'd walk about me heart and that. Aye, that's what I'm saying. Like, I tried to pick organs that were like quite cavernous, you know what I mean, where I'd have room to fucking like chill about and that and fucking make myself at home.
Orbix says to walk about in the heart and that, and Armor Awesome says Nathan keeps saying it your way, it's wrong but funny. Chaz, man, that's a lot of the things. Next diss track from Traumatic is so great.
Aye, right. I'd be buzzing just to see that, like, wow, this guy's actually heard of us. He knows who I am. Like, I don't give a fuck what like all the bad things he's saying about us. Just like, wow, he knows who I am.
Oh, mate. Well, the next topic we've got here is: would me and you be okay if society collapsed? No. I reckon would be better off.
I'd like to think that would do well. Realistically, what skills do we really have? You know what I mean?
I think people would like keep me around because we're all relatively funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'll end up like a fucking tribe leader or anything like that, dude. I think I don't think I'd get very far in terms of me status, but I think I'd survive.
Well, what's the sort of like set the sort of boundaries of it? You know what I mean? Like, what's the terms? Like, is everyone else gone? Like, is it literally just me and you left?
No, because like, that's apocalyptic. Then, so if society collapsed, that means sort of like money isn't a thing anymore. Like, it's basically just anarchy. Like, no one sort of respects laws anymore because no one's going to work because they don't go with money. We only eat what we kill and grow.
I dare say I'd probably be killed in within a couple of days. It's just like I've gone and got some food and someone else has seen us with this food and they're like, I'm just going to kill him and take his.
I reckon I'd avoid it for the first couple of years because it would just be mayhem. Everyone's just going to just kill anyone they don't recognise on sight, aren't they, dude?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're going to be fully on edge all the fucking time. Always looking over your shoulder and that.
Aye, right.
It's basically a cult, aye.
Aye, right. Well, it goes faster for the world to end. Actually, I think the world would heal itself, like, because no one will be, like, fucking drilling oil and shit like that. Like, so the only reason...
fucking metal, isn't it?
Aye, right. Like, no one's going to do that shit, because the only reason to do it anyways is because they're getting paid. If you take that aspect out, what are you going to do for free? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
You're only going to do shit that benefits yourself, like building yourself a little shelter if you cannot stay in your own house anymore.
Aye, right. I'd try and get the fuck, like into some sort of wilderness area as soon as possible, like.
Oh, definitely. You want to be avoiding the fucking cities and that in these kinds of times, like.
There'd just be absolute chaos, wouldn't there?
Yeah, there'd be fucking hell on.
I would like it if I was the only person that had a load of guns and shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, that would be pretty cool. Like, imagine if you sort of knew what's coming and you armed yourself up to the fucking hill and then people are trying to fucking come to your door like, I will go and burgle this, couldn't you just go...
You got a big fucking Gatling gun on your roof and that.
Right, that would be fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's funny because I think we spoke about this before. If something like that did happen, it would sort of set us back so far in history. I think most people are sheep and need fear of wolf, higher control to survive. We don't have the knowledge to survive like hunter-gatherers no more. Most people wouldn't even last a month.
You're not wrong, like. People are too used to just going to the shop and buying the food and that, you know what I mean? Even like, I'd like to think, I'd be able to hunt and fucking sing in the way, but I haven't done any physical exercise since fucking PE in school, so like, there's no way I'm chasing down a fucking deer with a fucking spear, you know what I mean?
Aye. There is that, like, there's, I reckon our own worst enemy would be other humans, though. I reckon we'd all just wipe each other out. That's what would happen.
Yeah, it sort of would be like, you know, like back when we were, like, sort of little, like, Saxon villages and stuff like that.
Aye.
You come across another village, fucking kill them.
Aye, mate, fucking kill them.
Yeah,
did he have all that other village over there? I fucking kill him.
Running back to your sort of your village leader and that, like, I was out hunting and I chased this boar and it ran into this other village that's on the other side of the woods and that. Fucking get them gone now.
I'd like to think I would be. Like, initially, before I started thinking, I'd be like, oh, but I'd thrive. But when you take deep, I thought of it, like, I'd be one of the millions that fucking die on the first day of me.
Oh, same. I like to imagine that I'd be the last one surviving, you know what I mean? I'd make it to like 60 years old or something, but I doubt I'd even make it to my next birthday.
Like, Armour Awesome there says it will take 2 weeks till the corporate government to take over. Well, in this sort of like scenario, this is happening along the whole world. There is no more government anymore. I do believe that like another government will reinstate itself after a certain amount of time. But I don't think it'll be. I reckon it would take years to get to that point. There might be little sub tribe sort of thing. We'll go back to being tribal. It'll be like England at one time was Northumbria, Mercia, fucking all this, that, the other. It'll be like that again, and then eventually the biggest power will take over the whole thingy, and then it spreads outwards like it always has. I mean, history's always doomed to repeat itself. That's what'll happen again.
Yeah.
And then the spooky meatball, but they fucking lot will decide to fucking take ships and come over here again and start that shit all over again.
Aye, right. And then we'll steal that idea and go and do it everywhere else.
Aye, right. Industry plants. I never really thought it was real until Apple put fucking Taylor Swift in the Iron Maiden album section. And I need to switch over to the YouTube segment for this part, right? Look at this shit. I was looking at Iron Maiden albums, right, dude? Mm-hmm. What the fuck's Taylor Swift? Read Taylor Swift's version, a message from Taylor Swift. What the fuck's that doing in Iron Maiden albums?
It's mental, innit? I used to say shit like, do you remember when HMV was still a thing? I used to say shit like that all the time, and I assumed it was like just customers putting shit in the wrong place for a laugh or something. You'd be looking through the metal section and that, and fucking, I don't know, Rihanna's in there or fucking Katy Perry or some bullshit.
Aye, right.
But this clearly isn't the work of some fucking prankster.
Aye, because like Taylor Swift's one of them, you can't avoid her at the minute, just fucking all over, dude, right? I generally fucking think like they do that shit on purpose.
Aye.
Double BX is saying close your eyes and she's there. Aye, that's what it's like at the minute. Like she'll come out a mirror if you say her name and fucking enough.
Aye, aye.
All her songs sound the same, exactly, right? Like I'm not like she doesn't deserve the status that she's got, I feel. All her songs do generally, and that's what I'm saying. This is why I think industry plants are real. Like where like a corporation will hire someone and then condition them into being like this sort of superstar. A lot of it happens in rap. Like they'll sort of like characterize this guy as if he's some gangbanger, but he's not. Like so he sort of had like a fast track into making them the record company billions and fucking sort of thing. I reckon that shit happens simply because of this. Like this made me convinced that it happens. A lot of people are saying that Ice Spice is one.
I don't know enough to sort of criticize. I imagine she's shite. But yeah, I don't know what, like with Taylor Swift, like the popularity doesn't make sense to me unless she's sort of being promoted by a higher power, because the songs are like fucking, it's like eating a slice of bread with no butter on. Like it's just the fucking plainest thing ever.
You're right, like, but what the fuck, like, she does not belong there. Fair enough if I had it on fucking something. Fair enough
if you're just scrolling through Popular or whatever.
Aye. Taylor versus Eddie is something I'd watch.
Especially like all of them versus that one of her, like all the versions of him just versus her.
Saying that on that Iron Maiden Flight 666, that's not like it's like Taylor Swift coming for them, because she's getting a lot of shit because she just flies to the corner shop and that, you know, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty funny that, but like a lot of other people were like getting pointed out that they were a lot worse than her for doing shit like that. But the people that were saying that were like sort of saying it in her defense, and it's like they're all as bad as each other. You can't say she's okay because he's doing it. It's like they're both fucked up. You know what I mean?
It's one of them. It's easy enough to criticize it when you're unable to do that.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. If I could do it, I'd be doing it all the time.
Aye, right, same
like,
fucking yeah.
If I just had my own private jet and that. Like so Bruce Dickinson, for example, he has his own pilot's license. Like if I was him, I'd just be like, oh, I fancy like an Indians for me dinner. I'll fly over to India instead of going to Balti Masters. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, 100%, dude. Like, I definitely think that's a thing, though, industry plants. Like, I reckon 100% it's happened at least once.
Oh, dude, loads of times. Like, look at all the ones that came out of the Disney Channel and all that.
Aye,
Like, they're
right.
the biggest examples.
Aye, it's like that One Direction, dude. It's like it's like they first appeared on X Factor, right, dude? Like as solo artists, and then they pretended that they all got rejected, but they had this idea to put them all together. They were put together before the show. 100% they were.
Aye, definitely, aye.
Nah, new UFC event, Taylor versus Kanye West. I'd pay to watch that. Aye, right.
I wouldn't know how to root for in that. Like, I'd kind of hope it's one of the, when you say boxing matches with like what one every million fights, they'll punch each other at the same time and they both get knocked out. Like that's what I'd be hoping happened there. Like
on the intro, Malcolm in the Middle. I think it happens on that.
Taylor Swift versus Eddie Hall, Shrub says as well. That's I know who I'd be rooting for in that fight. Taylor Swift every day of the week. Nah, Eddie Hall, obviously. But he'd just be able to just pick her. He could throw her like a fucking dart, dude.
Aye, he'd chuck her around like an empty tracksuit, wouldn't he?
Right. Beyonce as well, overdue with all of them. That's why I don't listen on radio anymore. Yeah, I've always hated the radio. Like, the radio has always been shite.
Aye, and like, it's always one of them where, like I know that they're restricted and they can't exactly talk like us. For the next subject I want to talk about is this thing that it never used to be a thing 10 years ago, or wasn't as big as it is now. But it's IPA, and I think it stands for Indian Pale Ale, right? What the fuck is it, and where did it come from? Because it's not very good.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only had it the one time, and I'm not an ale fan anyway. It was pretty grim. As you know, I'm not a big drinker anyway, so I don't really know much about it.
Aye.
It does seem to be a lot with the sort of, it was like the precursor to all these craft breweries and that.
Aye, that all can get the fuck. Like, do you know what is like? It baffles me how these are about. IPA is one of the finest beverages one could participate in. Nah, dude, it tastes like bleach. In fact, I think there's one that you actually like drink quite a lot and had a try of it. It's like got a bleachy aftertaste. Do you know what it is though? I am a bit of a hypocrite because when I ran out and that was the only thing left, I did partake.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think it was that fucking good. But IPAs are my favourite beers. No way, dude. Kitten.
No way. And fucking Rick's Bubix is saying I pay a drink, I'll scale them, so fucking watch out for shrubs.
Aye, right. Kitchen products in a bottle. That's what I felt, like when you put toilet duck around the rim of the toilet, it like that smell. You know how your smell and taste is like linked? Got that aroma in my mouth after drinking IPA.
It's not good, like.
But what I was saying though, dude, is the like if you look at like beers from back in the days when McEwen's brewery and all that was like going, like, and like compared to what we're drinking now, dude, like the fucking qualities went fucking down like fuck.
Yeah.
Like even Newcastle Brown Ale's not the same anymore because it's brewed in fucking Yorkshire. It used to be brewed on next to the time.
What's it called? Like I think that's probably why all these craft breweries have like popped into existence and gained such popularity. You know what I mean? Because they're like sort of like, we're sick of drinking shite, so let's make something better.
A bit of trivia, yeah.
What's Shrub saying? Tropical fruits with a hint of cedarwood and lemongrass. You're too fucking fancy, dude. That's too snobbish, that. Like, you might as well, I don't know, like go and join that members club that you used to be working for and sit and chat with all the rich old guys and that, you know what I mean?
Aye, right. Do you know what's mad, though? Like you could never do that with whiskey. Like, I mean, the Americans have kind of tried by calling Jack Daniels whiskey when it's not whiskey, it's actually bourbon.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a trivia here. Well, British brewers regularly made the style that would become IPA in the early 1800s. The first printed what's that say, dude? You know, I'm not good at this shit.
Codification
in the Liverpool Mercury was India Pale Ale. It didn't come out until 1835. I bet it was good then, though. If you could only drink one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Only one. Is it alcoholic or like any drink? If the only drink I could drink, like, if it's non-alcoholic, I'd pick water so I don't die. Only one drink and it's alcoholic. I'd probably say McEwen's Export. Aye. McEwen's Export.
That tasted good.
Like, that tastes good to me. I love McEwen's Export, dude.
Like, because I've got a lot more of a sweet tooth, so like me plain drink, like non-alcoholic drink would probably be like Fanta Fruit Twist or something, or fucking grape flavoured K.
Nice.
But alcoholic, I'd probably go for something fancy, like some kind of fucking chocolate cocktail or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I had a try of one that I got for our lass, and it was made out of that Orchard's peach schnapps. That was nice, dude.
That's good. That like.
Seeing that, actually, I changed mine. Mine would be slow gin and tonic.
No, take these boxes.
Ah,
no.
shit, I'm fuck.
No, I'm kidding.
Because I forgot that seasons change, and McEwen's export is purely, it's like if you kind of drink that shit in the summer. Like, I'll drink lager in the summer and then, like, bitter ale sort of thing in the winter. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, I've actually been drinking quite a lot of that Desperados at the minute, you know, like the tequila beer. Like,
yeah.
I drink that when it's hot. It's like a nice, crisp, summery thingy. But the rest of the lagers that are sort of in that now, when you've got like the likes of your Coronas, it just tastes so fucking watery, dude.
It's fucking weak as piss.
Whereas like at least that Desperados, it's got that light crisp to it, but it's got the kick as well. Like you can feel like it's like giving your liver a black eye at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When you were saying about the seasons change, I've always hated wine. But one winter, me pal came to town with a flask of fucking warm mulled wine, and he was like, "Oh, dude, have a drink of this," and it was fucking banging, dude. Like, I'd honestly recommend it. It's a proper like Christmassy drink. Like have it when it's snowing and that. Like,
I've only ever drunk wine for the purpose of getting drunk, not for what it tasted like. Although when I was a kid, I used to like the cherry Lambrini. I used to like that as a young'un. That was actually alright. But the rest of them, I've only ever like drank it like purely for the case of getting fucked up.
Yeah.
MD 2020 Blue Raspberry, that's fucking thingy. Yeah, dude, you'd like that, you know.
Square bottles.
You'd like that because that's actually wine technically. Dude, you'd like that, you know. I reckon you'd like that. It'll get you off your fucking nut though. There's a reason they call it Mad Dog 2020.
Right.
Anyways,
old wine as well. Boogie Meatball says I hate red wine, but white is okay. I hate them both. Like white wine tastes like vinegar, and red wine tastes like vinegar with feet in.
Like, I reckon red wine's like only good for cooking with.
It's alright if you whack it in like a chili con carne or a spaghetti bolognese or something like that.
Oh, dude, I'm glad you mentioned chili con carne, you know, because you know how everyone's got an obsession with putting fucking beans in?
Aye.
And I've never actually had chili con carne, so I know it has beans in.
It's kidney beans, but I still hate them, but they're easy to pick out and they don't really leave much of the flavour.
But when people make it fresh over here, they put baked beans in. I've seen it happen. It's fucking disgusting.
Fuck?
But
that's
apparently
wrong, that.
Like Texans, right? Like it was invented in Texas. Apparently they never put any kind of bean in the cunt.
Well, good on them.
Right, dude.
I want to go there.
Baked beans, what the fuck? Yeah, dude. What the fuck indeed? Let's move on, though, because I'm getting that woozy wooze.
Rosé wine is the best out of the three. That's like a sort of blend of both, isn't it? Like the half and half type of thing. Since I was a kid, like me nana used to drink a lot, and she gave us a try when I was like a little sip when you're a little kid, and it was fucking disgusting. And I'll never have it again.
The spooky meatball says baked beans. What is that? It's the devil, Bobby Boucher.
Aye, it's the most disgusting thing you could ever fucking imagine.
I can't admit, like the smell of them, the look of them, like any I'm getting that salty build up in my mouth off. I'm gonna whitey if we keep talking about it. Like, so I'm gonna have to fucking move on.
You're just gonna have to Google it to find out, like, because we can't explain for fear of fucking spewing.
We want absolutely nothing to do with that.
They are pure evil. You're 100% right there. Like,
this for the next topic, anyways. Though, dude, this is one of yours. It says the stupid fucking plastic bits that attach the lid to the bottle of pop.
Yes, fucking. For anyone that doesn't know, the lid's fucking attached.
Dude, it didn't used to be like that. I noticed that the other day.
And it's for like, I remember saying to someone that it was annoying us, and they were like, "Oh, you just haven't unscrewed it properly." And I showed them the fucking thing. Like it literally says on top of the top of the thing, like attached for ease of recycling or something like that. It pisses off because it's like, I'm not that stupid to, like, I'm not the kind of person to open a bottle of pop and then fucking just frisbee the lid somewhere in the room while I'm taking a drink, and then, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm recycling the bottle, the lid's fucking on it anyway.
I
don't get why, like, I'm not one of these like special needs kids in school that has mittens pinned to their gloves all year round. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel like I'm being trapped by these fucking pop companies.
I think it's because of other people though, dude. I don't think it's an attack on you personally.
No, it's definitely an attack on me personally. Like, no, fucking. There is a hell of a lot of idiots out there, but like, fucking, how stupid do you have to be to like not put the lid back on the bottle? What the fuck have you come back in?
Well, the next thing we've got to actually pay. It's funny you mentioned that, because paying for carrier bags.
Aye, right.
How the like government made them have to like charge 5 pence for a carrier bag, and then they were like, oh, we don't want to do it, we've got to do it. And then the big corporation's like, actually, we can make money off this. One was 50 pence, you know, dude, the other day.
No way,
it started off at 5 fucking pence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck's that all about?
Paying 5 pence for it as well.
Aye, exactly.
But do you remember Netto?
Aye.
They always used to sing it. They were like, oh, we don't hide the charge of our bags in the price of other products, and then charging you like 2 pence or 3 pence, depending on the size when you got to the till.
Aye.
I remember that from when I was a kid.
It's annoying because I always fucking Netto made class PE bags.
Aye, right.
Right, dude.
I'd rather leave the Morrison's checkout and walk all the way back home for the bag I forgot and buy a new one. I'd honestly just carry it in me big hands, or like if I've got loads of stuff, I'll like, you know, when you like make a basket out of your shirt and just carry it in there.
So what happened to me the other day is they ran out of bags, and they were trying to, do you know when you buy like an onion like on its own, and they were trying to put things like that, like use them as bags because they didn't have any in this Asda went in. I was like, why
like
I have got
like the little sandwich bags basically.
Aye, and I was like, why I have got 6 bottles, a fucking can of Red Bull and a fucking something for fucking Craig. Now when I'm alright to just take, because I've got one in the van, which is another thing, like I always forget them even when I've got them. Like I had one in the van, but I was willing to like pay for one instead of carry it in, even though I'm whinging about the price, you know what I mean? Who the fuck am I? You know what I mean? It was kind of a blessing in disguise, because I turned around and I was like, right, I've got one in the van, but I forgot, so can I not just take the basket out and then put it in the bag in the van and then like drop the basket back out? And they were like, I know, he's just pop it back at the door. And they were treating us like a PR criminal, the people that were in there. They were like, oh he's kicking the basket.
That's funny as fuck.
I was like, it was me instinct to start running as well.
Aye, right. Like, oh shit, I've been rumbled.
Aye, right.
The jig is up.
Aye. I don't know if you've ever been in a co-op, but they've got the worst fucking bags.
I tend to only buy like a few things at once, so most of the time I'm just like, nah, I don't need a bag. And like a lot of me clothes have got like fairly large pockets. Like me winter jacket, I can put a 2-litre bottle in the coat pocket. Like it doesn't fully engulf the entire bottle, but it's enough for it to stay there.
Aye, right. I can just imagine you going around with loads of bottles in your jacket and that when you walk out, you're walking out the shop like this.
Wait, do you not remember how many fucking bottles of water we took that time when we went up the Tyne?
Oh, I remember.
Like, I had a backpack full of them, and then I still had like some in my jacket pockets and that as well.
Aye, right. That was a fucking crease, that.
Aye, proper. Them fucking pheasants jumping out of the long grass that way and shit.
Aye, right. For the next subject, right, I just wanted to talk about the time where, like, I've been looking to buy a van at the minute. I went on Facebook Marketplace, searched van, and I was scrolling, and this is how fucking brain dead I am, right, dude? Like it automatically finished and put vanity unit in, right? And I was scrolling for about 10 minutes looking at these vanity units, right? And I'm like, hold on, what the fuck am I doing looking at vanity units? They just go, like, fucking, how did I let it slide for that long?
I know, that's great. Like, I feel like it would have, like, I would have noticed as soon as it finished off the typing, like, no, I didn't want that, and then backspace, like, straight away.
I was pure like this guy, how much mileage is this one got?
Oh, fucking Bob's TV, welcome in, dude.
Welcome in.
What are you doing in my games room? Fucking, you wish, mate. So you wish you were the editor of fucking the Wise Fools podcast in the background, mate.
You actually don't, like, it's fucking hell, though.
But don't tell them that, you know, make him think he wants the job and make him sign a contract and then let him find out how shit it is.
For all time.
And we'll pay you one grain of rice per year.
Apparently samurais like used to get paid in rice, you know. the emperor was scared of them getting too rich, so it's like, right, I'm gonna pay us all in rice. But fucking, you're gonna tell a bunch of skilled and renowned warriors that are not getting paid anymore, and they just took it. They want to pay. Well, everyone goes on, ooh, honourable samurai. If I was samurai, I'd be like, no, mate, where's me fucking money?
Right.
Like, I would have sliced them up, big style, Wu-Tang style.
It's kind of meta because the Wise Fools podcast is on my street. I know it's what I wanted to go for, you know what I mean?
I must have been scrolling through this thing for about 15 minutes, you know, before I realised.
Right, that's funny as fuck, that dude.
Like, dude,
like,
it's not even...
comparing the fucking things and that, like, ooh, which one would look good in my room and that. Does this match me wallpaper?
Like, I've got fucking no interest in one. I'm not in the market for one. Fair enough, I was kind of looking for one anyways, and I thought, ah, fuck it, I'm here now.
Yeah,
but I wasn't.
The fact that you just let it go on for a long time.
I know.
Like, having no interest in it, and you just scroll down, like, oh, that one's a good one. Oh, this one's even better, but it's a bit more.
I know. I felt like such a punk in my life.
Right, so that's funny as fuck. It is easy to sort of get up and get caught up in scrolling sometimes. Like, there's sometimes where sometimes Reddit's good to like find out like a piece of information, because you can go on like the subreddit that like that piece of information would fall under and like that shit there. But instead of doing that, I open it up and I see the first thing, and then I look at it, and then I just keep scrolling and looking at things, and then like half an hour goes by and I was like, fuck, I wanted to know what such and such was, you know what I mean?
But you know what I'm having a problem with on Facebook Marketplace at the minute, right? You'll find this like car or van that's like ridiculously underpriced for how new it is. Then you click on the profile and this guy is selling like a million other fucking cars.
Yeah.
The thing is though, what's the scam? Like, I messaged one like to let them know, just saying, listen, like you've been that stupid, you've left the actual dealership's poster in the background, like so we know it's not fucking you. And I got like an automated message back, so I was like, so where's the scam? Did they make you pay a deposit for it because you want to snap up this deal?
I guess so. I like fucking make you sort of like in a rush to buy it, like, oh, I've got this other guy buying it, but if he gives like £100 or something.
Aye, right.
I've tried looking for a sofa on Facebook Marketplace and everything but something to sit on comes up. Right. They usually say non-smoker / no pets, and then it's covered in weird stains. Aye, comes with weird stains. It says I'm making them myself. Aye, but it sort of feels like it's more yours when you've made it yourself. The stains come with the memories, you know what I mean? I don't care about other people's fucking memories. One of my friends got a sofa, and after a day she wondered what that tickled, and then she saw the sofa had a lot of lice, and after that I don't dare to buy furniture from others. Yeah, fuck that. Like, I'd definitely be... If I bought like a second-hand couch, I'd be spraying it with fucking pesticides and that. Like,
the stains come with memories, all right.
Exactly.
That's all the subjects there done. Like, so I'm just writing the chat at the minute.
But there was one, like I know it was one of the newest ones put in, but it was literally just one word, and I know I'll forget if we leave it any longer. But crisps. I feel like crisps, and this isn't me slating crisps. Like I don't mind crisps. I'll eat crisps. However, they're not substantial, you know what I mean? Like, you'll never ever be full of crisps. Like, you could eat 400 packets of crisps and still have room for your dinner.
I think that's what they want though, because then you're going to buy more crisps.
Aye, and that's another thing as well. I'm wondering if they're one of the worst value products you could possibly buy, because like, if you think about like how much it costs to buy one potato and how much that one potato weighs, like how much do you reckon one potato weighs? Like a couple of 100 grams, surely.
You can easily get a packet or two out of one potato.
But more, I'd say, because like if you look on the back of a packet of, like I had a packet of crisps the other day, and it was only, I think it said like 30 grams.
Aye.
And this was not one of the like big bags, but not one of the small bags either, like one of the medium ones, and it was like £1.20. Like, fair enough, I got it from a garage, like, which is why it would have been £1 in a normal shop probably. But it was like 30 grams on the back, and like £1.20 for 30 grams of potato. That's a pure shit deal.
Aye, right, in it, dude. Like, they're just total empty calories as well. You get no nutrition from it, but they make you fat, but you'll never be full of it.
Aye, exactly. Aye, like, there's nothing to them. Like, you might as well be eating crunchy air.
Aye, like, they do taste nice, right? But it's like, things that are meant to be shared, like the big bags. If I open one of them, I'll finish it, no fucking problem. Like, it doesn't do now for us other than taste nice.
That's the thing. Fucking Rixbobix is saying there, chili sensations are naughty. You get trapped in the whole bag. Funnily enough, that was one of the bags that I bought. I got a packet of the, the Walker's Max flavour where it's crinkle cut.
Aye.
I got paprika ones of them, and I got the fucking Thai sweet chili sensations, and both of them I felt like severely underwhelmed by the amount of flavour in them.
I'll be honest with you, I was never much of a crisp person. Like, I always had them when given one, but I'm starting to become one now. And my favourite one are the Thai sweet chili McCoys. Like, I fucking get right up in them now.
I don't think I think I like McCoys. Like, when I ate crisps, McCoys were always my favourite. Like, with the crinkle cut and that, like, they were always a much stronger flavoured crisp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like Walkers were for kids, and then McCoys were the manly ones. But like, I think I usually went for the flame grilled steak ones or whatever. But Pringles are the highest tier you could possibly get, especially that new spicy range that they brought out.
Right. There's what is it? There's this. Like, I've only ever seen them in Iceland, but there's these rip-off Pringles in the better than Pringles. Like, I absolutely love them.
Right.
The only thing is, they only do like the bog standard flavours.
Yeah, that's the shame about them, because I was pretty craving some Pringles the other night, and like fucking like I went to go buy some at the, like, the garage down next to Prince of Wales.
Aye.
And fucking they only had 3 flavours, dude. They had the blue one, the green one, and the barbecue one.
Aye, that's bullshit, that dude.
Proper dude. Like, I ended up getting the barbecue one, and again, like, because of the last like several times I've had Pringles, it's been them like spicy ones. I was sort of expecting that same thing, and they just felt dead plain.
Do you know what's a crisp that's quite slept on? Discos.
I never liked them as a kid, me.
Oh, I love them.
Like, I only ever had them when like someone sort of brought them in the pack lunch, and I swapped someone out of my pack lunch for them or something. And no, I wasn't a fan, like, but I've always preferred me fucking sweet snacks over me savoury ones. Like, Access as well is saying there's actually shit and crisps that give you endorphins to make you keep going back to the bag. It's like crack. That is exactly how it feels like with Pringles. It's like, the seasoning this with fucking with heroin or something. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's dude.
Just a little fucking dusting.
Just imagine Grievous in 10 years outside the garage going, I done with that pack of crisps, let's lick the packet after.
Right.
Everyone used to
just want some Pringles, man.
And everyone does that with dogs, though. They split the crisp packet open and let the dog eat the inside of the packet.
I've never seen that. Like, God, I don't know. Because if you're eating fucking anything, the dog's fucking staring you down like, can I have a piece, please? Please. Squares are too hard, feel like I'll snap a tooth. Yeah. There was another one like that as well. That's quite a thick crisp. I'm not for it, because crisps are quite bad for getting, like, when you've chewed a bunch of them, they'll all get jammed up in your molars, and your tongue gets like, then your tongue ends up the size of fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's biceps trying to pick these crisps out the back of your teeth.
There's these ones. I don't know if it's by that Seabrook or whatever it's called, but they've got like these bubble crisps or something. It's like they've got air in them.
Oh, yeah.
And they do like T-bone steak flavour. They're fucking disgusting.
I was really hoping you weren't going to say you liked them there, because, like, yeah, they're fucking horrible.
Right. It's like proper fucking Doc Martin flavours and that.
Right. Oxblood and Pringles, you gotta stack them like a deck of cards. You gotta do that duck lips thing as well. You gotta have duck lips if you're eating Pringles. 3 Pringles a time is the most elegant way to eat them. I sort of disagree in the way that, like, I used to love sour cream and chive Pringles when I was a kid, and do you remember when they brought out them, like, little, it was in like a plastic wrapper, and you pulled it out and it was like a little mini Pringles. I actually put myself off of them by, like, putting too many in my mouth at once, and it like ruined the whole flavour for us. But I did with normal size Pringles. Sometimes I like to when I'm feeling particularly lazy, just eating and watching TV, I'll have like stacked, like Axel says, like a deck of cards like in my hand, and then I'll just have my hand under my chin, and I'll sort of like pick it up with my tongue, like pure like a lizard or something.
Fucking frogging it and that.
I do proper like a pure chameleon or something, just like that, and fucking pulling it back into my mouth.
Axis is saying, what's it? So the worst, gives you teeth, proper blankets. I hate any sort of puffy crisp.
I didn't used to mind what's it, but the whole, you definitely need to go and pure rinse your mouth out after you've had a packet, like, because it does make them pure fuzzy.
It's like someone's knitted a jumper for each one of your teeth.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible, isn't it?
There's the worst ones are hula hoops. Like, sometimes if you bite them where the circles the other way, they're the ones that snap your teeth.
That's what I was trying to think of with when Rixbabix was on about the squares being too hard. It was hula hoops I'd forgotten about.
They're stupid, them. It's almost like the metal rings that you put that are like laces through. That's what it fucking feels like eating.
Proper. With Watsits as well. There was one time, I think it was at my granddad's wedding, and I was sitting next to my uncle at the time, and he had his son with him, who I think was probably about maybe 5 or 6, and he's like brought like snacks for his kid, and he's brought grapes and he's brought Watsits, and intended for them to be eaten separately, but his kid's just eating them at the same time. And then Jamie tried it, and then turned to me and was like, "Yeah, you try this," and it was horrible. Like having like eating a Watsit and a grape at the same time, because I thought he was giving us it because it was good, but he was giving us it because he just found out it was bad, and he wanted to put that experience on me as well. You know what I mean? And I was like, "If it tastes like a burnt carpet or something," he's like, "Aye, it does, doesn't it?"
Well, everyone, thanks for joining. We've been the Wise Tools. This has been episode 12. Pleasure as always. Peace.
Alright, it's been a good one. Thanks to all the chats and that. Hopefully we'll see you again next Sunday.